We get a hold of our Superior rep,
Okay.
and he comes out, and just like you folks, he brings his camera, and we'll line them out and feed them, and then he puts them on video, and then the day of the sale, they'll show that video, and they either via computer or on TV, and they call in and bid, and highest bidder gets them. So just like it's a live auction, it's just with video, which we like because we don't bring the cattle in. They're out here in the pasture. The day they sold, everybody's out grazing, everybody's out growing. It's an advantage to us because to bring them in and weigh them on the ground at our pens, you save some shrink. If you sort them off their mom, spend an hour and a half or 2 hours on a truck going to a sale barn, and then they sort them and they stand till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there's a pretty dramatic difference in the shrink on those cattle. And so it's an advantage to us when we can have load lots to sell them in the country, and we feel like Superior gives us a good way to do that where we've got more than one person bidding on the cattle. You get cattle that have been on there a long time. You know, they've got 5, 10, 15-year customers, 20-year customers that have been selling cattle every year. They like VAC programs. That's one adjustment we will make next year. We VAC all our calves 2 times, but our timing is a little different, so we don't qualify for the VAC programs because of the timing that we vaccinate. And a lot of those buyers, they do a computer sort, and it pulls all the lots that meet their sort. And so you've got genetics they're looking for, you've got VAC programs. There's a VAC 34, which is what our calves are, except for timing. It's 2 rounds of vaccines. There's a VAC 45 where they're weaned 45 days, so all the health's probably taken care of. And so those buyers, depending on what they're after and what time of year and you know, the health issues going on, they can sort those cattle that way. And they, especially when you combine those two, you get a set of cattle that have been on there a long time historically. They know the genetics, and now these bulls are predictable enough. You know, when they put up this line of bulls out of this group of cows, and they've been here 10, 15 years, those guys know what those calves are going to do. And that's always an advantage. You know, those guys pay for those good calves. We're still kind of establishing that. You know, we finally got to where we have load lots in number, and now it's just a matter of tweaking our stuff where we match what they're looking through. Just like our VAC program, next year we'll vaccinate a month later, and so we'll meet that VAC 34. So then when those buyers do their computer sort, our calves land in their lap when they do that. And then as they get accustomed, you know, and they get to seeing our Charolais Cross, a lot of folks understand what Charolais Cross calves do, but they need to have the same kind of health, same kind of vaccines, and so we're tweaking our system as we go to get them in front of the people that want them. Yeah. And on the day, hopefully get the best price we
You
get.
get a broader range of buyers because buyers from across the nation can look and bid. Cattle that come from this area, really from Oklahoma through Nebraska, sell better than your eastern cattle or your real southern cattle or those areas.
Yep. And they've done a lot of good. I mean, they're, you know, those southeastern states that used to be really discounted, they've done some program stuff. And they've got state programs where they group those calves in type and kind and weight, and they've got some help on them, so they've helped that. But normally from like Nathan said, from here that way, those calves are better suited for feedlots here and that way. Those southern cattle, they have to feed, you know, in Texas, because they don't come north very well. And these cattle can go really about anywhere. We're really strategically located, because this set of calves can go north with no problem. They can go west with no problem. They can actually go south if they needed to, and wouldn't be a problem. You get those southeastern cattle, and they don't go north as well. And again, they've done a good job in some of those southeastern states of getting the cattle a little less ear and a little more beef. And so some of those southeastern cattle come here and grow through the summer, and then they are ready to go to these feedlots up here. But right off the cow, these calves, you know, are a little, and where we're at from here that way, they're going to go that way a little better.